Hola, Ursula here with Simpler Cuba Tours with a couple of updates for you today on monetary changes in Cuba. One of them is that the Cuban government has changed the exchange rates that they are now offering for the likes of the US dollars and euros, whereas previously it was $1 being worth only 25 Cuban pesos. They have now increased the rate to $1 being worth 120 Cuban pesos. This move was basically to match the increasing rate that people were offering on the street market. Of course, this has also seen the street market rates rising to 130, 140 Cuban pesos at the current moment. The other thing that they have changed is there is now a possibility to withdraw foreign currency from the bank, whereas previously, if you went into the bank, you would only be able to withdraw Cuban pesos. Now there is a limit, of course. You can withdraw 100 euros or 100 USD or 100 pounds Canadian dollars being the main currencies on offer. It is still limited. Australian dollars are, of course, still not usable in any way, shape or form. But the biggest thing that I'd like to share with you is that if you decide to bring your cards to Cuba and use your cards in Cuba, you must know that not all cards are equal. We have mentioned this before and we still will repeat it now that cash is still king in Cuba. So basically, if you're trying to bring your cards to Cuba, there are two things that you need to consider. One is that ATMs are few and far between, and also electronic payments are not as common as they are in the Western world. Most services would like you to pay in cash, and in that being for foreign currency. So in saying that, if you are bringing your card, obviously thankfully now there is a better rate that your exchange will be done at the ATMs or in the bank, but you have to consider that if your bank is owned by an American entity, that you will not be able to use your cards in Cuba at all. We just had a client who was caught out with that, not realizing that the likes of Banks of Melbourne and Citibank are actually American owned as such. She actually wasn't able to use her card there. So obviously we helped her out along the way, but it is something that you have to raise your clients' awareness, and you must let them know to check with their bank that one, they can use their card in Cuba, and two, that they won't get caught out. And the best thing still is to mention to them to bring cash. So when they bring cash, one thing is that obviously our guides can assist them to get the best exchange rate available any given day. The other is that they will be able to utilize it a lot better for services that may not be included in their itinerary, or buying artifacts or paintings or even water. So I have prepared a little spreadsheet for you. I will put it into the post today to actually detail the banks that are available in Australia and what entities owning them, so you can refer back to it and request your or send it on to your clients, request them to have a look to make sure that if they want to utilize their cards, that they can in fact do so in Cuba. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about it, please drop us a line and we'd be happy to respond to you.